In the digital world, some of the most dangerous threats are the ones you just never see coming. They don't need an invitation, and they work in complete silence. I mean, really think about that for a second. How can one single computer infect thousands of others without anyone clicking on a thing? No trick link, no fake download, no human error at all. Just one machine silently compromising an entire network. How is that even possible? Well, the answer lies in a very specific, and I mean incredibly effective type of malware. So today we're going to dive into this fascinating and, well, dangerous saboteur, the computer worm. Okay, so right away, a lot of you are probably thinking, wait, isn't that just a virus? And look, that's a super common question, but the difference between them is absolutely critical to understanding the threat. Let's break this down. A worm is a standalone piece of malware that automatically copies itself to spread. Two key things there. Standalone means it doesn't need to latch on to another program to survive, and replicates means its main goal, its whole reason for being, is just to copy itself and spread. It is built for one thing, and one thing only: expansion. So here's a great way to think about it. A virus is like a parasite. It has to have a host. It needs you to open an infected file for it to do its job. A worm, on the other hand, nope. It's completely self-sufficient. It's an independent operator, actively hunting for ways to spread all on its own, which makes it uniquely dangerous. And that self-sufficiency is what creates this digital domino effect. Seriously, once that first domino falls, the chain reaction is almost impossible to stop. So, how does it work? Well, this attack follows a pretty clear playbook. First, the worm scans a network, kind of like it's rattling doorknobs, just looking for weaknesses. Once it finds a security hole, often in software that hasn't been updated, it exploits that hole to sneak inside. And then, the second it's in, it makes copies of itself and starts the whole process over again, spreading to new computers on the network. And the result of that cycle, it's just staggering. Because this whole process is automated and exponential, a single worm can compromise thousands of machines in just a matter of hours. It is a silent, lightning-fast invasion. So, how does it move so fast? It's actually pretty clever and scary. It uses the exact pathways we rely on every single day. That piece of software you forgot to update, bam, that's a doorway. The office Wi-Fi, shared network drives, even your email system. A worm can use all of these to just move laterally from one victim to the next, completely behind the scenes. And look, we're not just talking about your laptop slowing down. This digital chain reaction can eat up so much network bandwidth that it can bring entire companies or even government systems to a grinding halt. We're talking chaos on a massive scale. Okay, so that's the threat, right? It's fast, it's autonomous, and it's practically invisible. But here's the good news. Defending against it is actually surprisingly straightforward. It's all about building your digital shield. I love this analogy. Think of software updates as vaccines for your computer. They're literally the thing that closes the holes worms use to get inside. So if you're one of those people who's always clicking "Remind me later" on an update, you're basically leaving your front door wide open. Really, it all comes down to 4 key defenses. First, and this is the big one, update everything. Your software, your OS, just update it all the time. Second, you got to use a robust firewall. Third, turn off any network services or ports you don't absolutely need. The fewer open doors, the less risk there is. And finally, a high-quality antivirus is a must-have. Now that firewall part is really, really important. Just think of it like a digital gatekeeper for your whole network. Remember how a worm's first step is to scan for weaknesses? Well, a good firewall can block that scan from ever even reaching your computer in the first place. It can stop the attack before it even starts. So if there's one thing you take away from all this, let it be this. Worms thrive on neglect. They are literally designed to find the easy targets, the systems that haven't been patched, the networks left wide open. An open network isn't just a risk, it's a welcome mat for this kind of malware. So you do all that, you've updated your software, your firewall's up and running, your digital shield is strong. But in this crazy, constantly evolving world of cybersecurity, there's always one question left, right? What's the next threat on the horizon?